What's up, guys? What is up? Welcome to episode 3, winter 2024. Rolling right through, and it is definitely winter now. We're into January, and we actually got some snow on the ground now, so that's pretty awesome. There's this like polar vortex basically. It's been hitting the honestly like the whole country, but for sure the Midwest. It pretty much came through last week. I guess right off the bat it's Monday, January 15th. So, yeah, last Thursday, Friday, it kind of started to roll through, and we just got dumped on. My area got like 6 to 8 inches in a couple days. Some areas of Wisconsin got like up to a foot or more. There's a good amount out there right now. So the first episode of this year, there was no snow. The last one, I was out early in the morning. That was pretty much right after the storm. So, it's Monday, January 15th, super cold out right now. I'm going to plan for today, I'm going to go drive in town again, sticking with the in-town photo shoots. Those have been going well for the past few here, so I'm going to stick with those. And yeah, I don't know. I'm going to save hiking, like an actual hike, for a little bit of a warmer day, because the high today is 1 or 2 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. So I think the low is like -8 or 9 right now. So that's fun. I think with the wind chill, puts it down to like -15, -20, something like that. So not too bad. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary, to be honest, but definitely pretty cold. So, I mean, but it was pretty much that was the conditions for the last episode as well, out at like 7 in the morning. So basically the same thing. But it's 1 or 2 o'clock right now. Gonna go for sunset shots again. It is very sunny right now. I'm not sure. It'll probably be relatively sunny by the time I get out there. I'm gonna try and get out there at like sunset today is at 4:50, so it's getting later and later now as we go into spring. So sunset is at 4:50. I want to start taking photos at like probably 4:15. So I'm gonna head out of here at like 3:45ish to get down there. So planning it out a little bit. And I will say, once it does get this cold during the winter, when we get days like this where it is, in the negatives Fahrenheit, it does put a time constraint on how long I can be out there. I mean, just physically, and also with the equipment, like my camera, the phone, all the other gear I have, the lens, all the batteries and stuff. When it gets to be this cold, below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, wind chill, -20 degrees, I mean, that definitely puts a strain on my equipment. And even though I'm taking photos with a relatively rundown camera that I don't really care about, if it does, for whatever reason, stop working, I don't really care with that camera specifically. But I don't want that to happen. It's not like I want that to happen, and especially the phone as well. I use the phone to take the videos and stuff. So it does put a little bit of a time constraint on those just with the equipment physically. I mean, I don't want to be out there for more than an hour, maybe a little more, like an hour and a half. And with the equipment, I mean, batteries will die, cameras will stop working, all that stuff. I mean, once it gets that cold, generally if you haven't bought equipment that can withstand those elements, which I haven't, because those things cost a lot of money, then you do have to keep that in mind. You can damage your stuff for sure if you're out there too long. But I do have little tricks that I can maybe talk about for ways to kind of protect that stuff. I'll put stuff in my backpack when I'm not using it, just to get it out of the elements. I'll put things in like I have really big pockets on my coat. I'll throw stuff in there. So you just got to work with it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say, guys. Again, gonna go for more kind of blue hour shots right around sunset. Gonna try and get some focusing on the darker shots. It's very sunny today, so I'm gonna try and plan this out so that I'm kind of hitting the peak of the photo shoot right when the sun is setting and is going down. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully I don't freeze my ass off totally. So I'm gonna bundle up here pretty good, and yeah, hopefully we can come away with some good ones. I'm sure we will. I'm sure I will. The last shoot that went awesome in the snow, so I'm excited about this one. So let's get it, man. Let's get it. Okay. All right, we're out here, guys, all bundled up. Came out a little bit earlier than expected. I just took a shot of this house right here, right behind me here. But got out a little bit earlier than expected. It's like 3:50 right now. So about an hour to sunset. I don't know, I just wanted to get out here, man. Like, I was sick of waiting around, so it's about 5 degrees, wind chill, -10, something like that. But there's some really nice lighting right now, golden hour. And with the snow, obviously, it's making things really bright. So going low exposure and kind of darken up these photos. But yeah, I'll flip the camera here. So just got a shot of this house right there. But at this little park starting out. And it is cold. It's a nice little neighborhood over here though. Train factory over there, or the train plant. A cool scene there. The smokestacks. Shot here, guys, of this house. You can see the lighting is pretty nice right now. The sun setting, making kind of these sun pockets. So it's kind of cool. Landscape shot here, guys. This is a train track going down here, but just looked kind of interesting. A little bit of urban industrial stuff, so I figured I'd take a shot. But I'm in kind of an interesting spot, a little bit down from the came from over there. Man, it's cold. So I will say, the one good thing about doing photos in the cold winter time is that nobody else is really outside. So you don't really have to worry about people getting in your way or anything, or asking what you're doing. Nobody else wants to be out here, man. So, just something, you know, a little peaceful, but I am, definitely have to bundle up though. I mean, I've only been out here like half hour, and hands are the coldest right now, for sure. I'm just wearing these gloves, so I gotta take them off here and there to get my phone out and stuff. You guys can take a look at what I'm seeing here. It's about 4:20 right now, 4:20 blaze it. Sunset is at 4:50, so golden hour right now. Welcome to the Arctic. I have a cool shot here, guys. This little building. I went vertical with this and just focused on the entryway. But I like the sunlight hitting the building like that. Looks pretty cool. Good little shot there. So, I'm doing pretty good right now. Not absolutely frozen yet, but eventually I will be. All right, check this out, guys. This is pretty cool. Look at these icicles. If you can see them hanging off that house there, pretty gnarly. But I took some vertical and landscape of this. We got a nice street corner here. Again, I love my street corners. They always seem to make some good shots, these angles. So, really good one here. I like this a lot. Interesting lighting, and yeah, pretty cool looking. I think it's like 4:30. I don't know, I haven't really looked, but I can tell it's getting darker. So, probably this next street I come up to, I'll probably start the way back. This will be a relatively quick one because the street's like 0 degrees. So. But honestly, I'm pretty glad my camera's hanging in there. Batteries are all good, so not too bad yet. Last couple shots here, guys. Nice little vertical here. Looking right here. It's kind of that house through the alley. I just like that little window. Looks kind of cool. You guys can see, sun's going down. You see the last light on the bluffs in the distance there. So, good little shoot. Not done yet, but sorry for the shakiness. Messing with my gloves. Not done yet, but getting close to the end here. Alright. This is a beast of a shot right here, guys. Got the smokestacks in the background. Looks way crazier on the actual good camera, but the sky as the sun's setting here, it's just going crazy on the good camera. I got some cars rolling through here. A little nice street scene to complete it. And with the snow, it just brightens everything up. So that's a sick looking frame right there. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, those smokestacks, that's you guys, I was looking at, I showed you guys that earlier, right at the start. So we did a little loop, but that was a crazy looking landscape photo. And as you guys can see, sunset right now. So not too far from the truck. Any last couple I see coming back, I'll obviously get on camera for you guys. Okay, beautiful landscape shot here. Beautiful. This is a little famous joint cafe in town, Rosie's. But my God, look at that, dude. I mean, you can't really ask for much better than that. Sunset, golden hour. The sky looks absolutely gnarly. Exposure settings on the camera were perfect. And that scene is just beautiful. Gotta love it, man. Got to love it. Smokestacks in the back. I love the reflection coming off the windows there from sunset. Sick. Absolutely sick. But man, I really I pushed it with that one, man. We're walking through the snow. I'm gonna plow their fucking sidewalk. Alright. Now is the breaking point. Do I just go back straight to the truck? Or do I continue down the sidewalk and go around the park? Let's go around. Fuck it. That was sick, dude. That shot back there at the cafe, couldn't ask much better than that. But what I was gonna say, I was pushing it with that. I mean, if my hands are out, even with the gloves on, hands out for longer than 5 minutes outside my pockets. Pretty cool. So we'll see what I can see going back, but that's pretty much it, man. I'm pretty much done. If I see anything else, I'll film it for you guys. This is kind of cool alone. I might stop up here. Those windows, those lit up windows. That looks kind of cool. Let's see. Okay guys, so blue hour now. I just saw this little scene here. Kind of this street scene. I like the lines. Kind of the way it flows, good composition here. But this blue hour is popping off right now. As you guys can see, very pretty. But I am done, man. I am done. Truck is just up there. I gotta pee, so good timing. Of course, classic. I always gotta pee. It's how all these kind of end. But I'll do a little wrap-up video once I get back over there to the truck. Last shot here. Started the shoot with this shot, and now we will end it with this shot. So a little bit of a different setting, the blue hour. I didn't actually get a video at the golden hour for this angle, but this looks kind of cool right here. Another street corner shot. Looks really cool on the camera. The sky is just nuts. But starting and ending with this one, so looking pretty good. Let's wrap it up. Okay guys, that'll do it for this one. Man, you can see some ice kind of forming around. That's nuts, just from my breath. But back at the truck here. So good little shoot. It's about 5 o'clock. Honestly got some blue hour shots in there too. I was initially planning on being out here till like 5:30, but I wanted to get at it a little bit earlier, so I would still be shooting right now. going with my original plan. But we got a little bit of both in this one. A little bit of golden hour, blue hour. So feeling good, except for the cold. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sure it's like 0 degrees right now, so I'm gonna be happy to get back in the truck in the warmth, back in the crib and looking over these. But it's a good little January shoot out here in Wisconsin. So yeah, I walked down that way, did a little loop around the neighborhood there, and then came back up the drive. So pretty happy with this one, man. Happy I trucked through it all. So yeah, I'll see you guys back in the crib. Thanks for sticking with me. And I'm gonna try and warm up my hands. So I'll see you guys back there. Peace out. All right. What's up, guys? What is up? Back in the crib, way out of the cold. Thank goodness. Let's make sure my cat doesn't step on anything here. Luna, can you get down, please? Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, that was most definitely the coldest it's been for like a year. That was the coldest conditions I've done a photo shoot in for like a year or so. Yeah. So that was yeah, it was good though. I mean, I was as you guys will see here, I got a lot of good photos out of that one. Honestly, and was not expecting to get this many good ones that I got. But I think the timing honestly worked out really good. The fact that I went out a little bit earlier than I was planning actually got some sunlight kind of involved in some of the earlier pictures in the shoot, so that was awesome. But yeah, I mean, the first 5 or 10 minutes of that photo shoot, man, oh my god, I was just trying to figure out kind of the right technique for just operating in those conditions, because basically I try the whole time during that photo shoot that you guys weren't seeing, you know, when it's that cold, when it's like 0 degrees, wind chill of like -15, -10, like you really don't want to expose your equipment, like your cameras, anything like that, to the elements too much, because, you know, it's just not great for the equipment. Regardless, I mean, my camera can withstand a lot. It's really durable. I've had that thing for years now, and it's not that expensive. If it were to break, I wouldn't care that much, which is honestly a big reason why I have that particular camera, because it takes really good photos, but it's also, it's not like it's not even $1,000 camera. Like it's pretty cheap, to be honest. I just always say, like, I like to work with what I got, work with the equipment you can afford, you know. Anyways, but yeah, if anything were to happen to it, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But still, if you guys are shooting in really rough conditions, it's raining, stuff like that. Obviously, if it's raining, arguably that's even worse if it's just cold, because, yeah, I mean, I would say most cameras aren't water resistant or waterproof, obviously. So I was, what you guys weren't seeing, was I was trying to basically, every time I was taking the camera out and putting it away, I was putting it away into, like, I was covering it with like a hat, and then also putting it like inside of my coat, and then also trying to keep my gloves, like I was having to take my gloves on and off to, you know, get my phone out to record the video and stuff like that. So it was a lot of just the first few minutes, or I'd say the first 10 minutes of that shoot, it was a lot of just kind of figuring out the best way to do things, best way to operate. But it all worked out, man. I mean, after I was walking a little bit, getting some shots in, the cold really, I mean, it was cold, but once I got warmed up and was kind of walking around, wasn't too bad. And the fact that I was actually getting some good pictures helped. So it was that kind of takes your mind off things a little bit. But yeah, it was a good one. I also think kind of pushing yourself to go out in conditions like that and actually like doing stuff outside, whether that's taking photos or video or doing whatever, you know, doing whatever. I think you get a little bit more of a feeling of accomplishment, I guess. And also, if you are taking photos in like extreme conditions, extreme weather conditions, it can make the photos pop in a sense. It gives them, a different feeling, different atmosphere. Like you guys will see in these photos coming up, you can tell that it's like freezing in these photos because it looks like it is. I mean, you can see kind of, some like, I don't know, it just looks really cold in the photos, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's snow everywhere, looks really cool. So yeah, it's good shit. So let's stop messing around, and I'm gonna watch my cat. But let's hop onto the screen here, and we'll get going. We'll get going with it. So, as you guys can see, I guess first off, we'll review some of the photos that I've been editing recently. Sorry, I'm just looking at my freaking cat. I'm making sure she doesn't like pull any cords. But as you guys can see, I've been putting in some work on some of the photos throughout January here. I could honestly probably I think I did. I don't know if you guys saw all of the ones from December. Oh no, I didn't. I haven't had that many from December, so never mind. December I haven't edited too many photos from that month, just because I've got better ones to look at throughout January. So, oh my God, Luna, you are being really annoying right now. I'm recording here. Do you mind? Okay, yep, you go up on the windowsill. All right, sorry about that. We'll review some of these, just some nice edited photos. So if you guys look back on the previous episode, So if you guys look back on the previous episode, the photos that you saw in episode 2 that I was just reviewing, none of them were edited. These are the photos from episode 2, or at least some of them that I have edited so far. So if you guys want to look back and just compare, I can obviously just show you the original photo as well, non-edited. Where is the freaking... There it is. Let's just do this. So, I'll start out here. Edited photo. This was the original. So, there's the kind of... You guys can see the difference there if I do this. So, again, just kind of doing some brightening up of stuff, adding some contrast. I really like this guy. This was cool. Nice just shot of some apartment or some townhomes. Again, obviously everything is just caked with snow. Makes it look really cool. That photo of the plow truck coming up the road. I like kind of the composition of this one is nice. The fact that the truck is moving, it's kind of blurred out a little bit. It gives it some motion, which is cool. Another kind of just house shot. And you guys can see, I mean, obviously in these ones, this was at like 7 in the morning. So this is true blue hour. This is what blue hour looks like for sure in the winter. North side shot when there was no snow on the ground, just of a little cul-de-sac there. I think I used that for the thumbnail in the last video. Nice little vertical shot again, just of the, just on some street light, put some focus on the street light there. Did a little crop there. Again, residential area. Just working through that little suburby part of town. Again, north side, no snow in this one. Just a little apartment. I thought the overhanging tree in this looked pretty cool. And you guys may notice that in a lot of these, I I do try and pick up on like utility lines and the telephone pole lines if I can, or the street lights if I can, because a lot of times, there's telephone poles everywhere, utility lines everywhere, and if you're doing like cityscape, street photography, like those features are going to be in the photo regardless, right? Unless you do some crazy photo editing and can remove them, which I've done. But yeah, I'll try and incorporate utility lines, telephone pole lines, street lights into the photo, and try and find ways to kind of angle them or position them within the photo that kind of, in a way, kind of draws your eyes towards like a direction in the photo, if that makes sense. And it just can add some. It just adds a cool element to the photo. So something to think about. But yeah, let's just go through these here and review. I have like half of these tagged already with the best shots throughout each scene. About half of them are tagged. I need to go through the other half. But we'll just run through them. So starting right at the start here, obviously, just straight out of the truck. Okay, hang on. This cat is coming up, and she's gonna sit right there. All right, that's fine. So this is a cool photo. As soon as I got out of the truck, I noticed this right away. This house was just getting hit with light, and the reflection from this window, it's straight up like a reddish pink color. So that reflection was really cool, and the landscape shot of this turned out really, really nice. Not so much this vertical shot. I tried to do both. Always a good thing to do, I'd say, if you're in a position to do so. Maybe try doing both landscape shot and a portrait style or vertical style shot. You never know which one is going to turn out better. But where was the highlighted one on that? It was this guy. So this was the highlighted or the tagged one. I'm going to edit this one. So again, these are all unedited versions. So even what you're seeing here, this is being unedited. Like, I'm gonna have to be pretty careful because the original photo unedited with no edits looks really good with that one. So if any original photo that I get looks just pristine, even without doing any edits to it, I'll do minimal editing, just sharpen things up. Damn bug. You guys ever have any problems with like fruit flies? Man, I've just got these tiny little guys flying around. There's not a bunch of them, but they're hard. They're kind of hard, difficult to get rid of. So yeah, walking through the neighborhood here. It was about, I forget the time, but I think we're about 45 minutes away from sunset at this point, just right at the start. And the sun pockets or patches of sun that were hitting the houses here looked really, really good. I highlighted, let's see, this guy. Yep. So this is a tagged photo. So I'll do some editing on this guy. Again, trying to incorporate a little bit of the trees there. Keep rolling through. Again, just trying out landscape. This is what I was talking about, seeing some smoke kind of go out of a chimney here. This type of photo, it's really cold in this photo. Seeing kind of just the smoke rise out of that chimney. I like this shot a lot. Definitely I'll brighten up the foreground where these houses are. And yeah, give it a good little edit. That's sweet though. That was a shot where, I was really close to these houses, and I don't necessarily like being, in someone's front yard when I'm taking a photo. Usually I like to be a little bit spaced out, So I didn't take too many here. I was trying to be real quick about it. Just get a few shots and dip. So as you can see, it's about 10 shots or so there. So that was kind of funny. I just basically turned around the corner, saw the smoke rising out of the chimney, and I was like, for a second, I was like, I'm kind of like right in these people's window. But, when you see a good shot, got to take it. And plus, it's like 0 degrees out. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to step outside for 1 second. So this was a cool shot. Just kind of an industrial area here in town. A lot of trains run through town here. So we just got a lot of little tiny, just like these offshoot train tracks that run through town. Around these areas, you can honestly get some interesting angles and interesting kind of scenes going on around the tracks. And this is what I'm talking about incorporating like utility lines, telephone lines, just looking for, these lines. That you can kind of think of them as like leading lines for, your eyes to follow. So, these leading lines kind of make your eyes kind of go down the track here. And yeah, it can kind of bring a photo together, the composition of a photo together. If you want to do that, if you want to, try and include, those types of things in your photos, they can be useful. It can be interesting. This was a nice one. I actually really thought this one was a really good one here. I tagged one. Yep, let's just go right to the good one. So this was, it was the last photo I took at this scene. And just the sun hitting this building here, the shape of the building. This is on a street corner. I'll crop this down a bit. The fact that you can kind of see some houses in the background here. Just all turned out pretty good right here at this shot. I did get some brighter ones in here. A little bit of more exposure on those, but I do like the darker contrast one there. So sweet. I'll crop that in. I'll crop that up. So less of the road will probably be showing. But yeah, that was a good one. Alley shot, nothing through here. I was just messing around. Big icicle house. This was pretty gnarly. And again, as you guys are seeing, I mean, this is golden hour. Almost the majority of my shots throughout this shoot so far, I'm coming away with, photos that I can edit that I like, that are looking good. So it was, I was just trucking through. This was the tagged one, so I'll edit this one here. I mean, the siding to this house is kind of interesting too. It's like this pinkish orange color, but the icicles on this house are nuts, man. And again, that's what you kind of get. This is what you get when you're working in these kind of extreme type conditions. You get icicles like this hanging off houses. So just little features like this, icicles hanging off the roof here, snow kind of climbing off the roof there. It brings those elements into the photo, which can, what's the word? Make it more intriguing. Kind of give it more depth, give it more of a story, right? And it all comes down to just pushing yourself and being able to just walk around in this, being able to just operate in these conditions. And honestly, I love doing this type of thing, so it's not really that hard for me to want to get out here in the bitter cold and take some pictures. It's honestly kind of motivating because I know there's a good probability that I'll get photos like this. I'll get some good ones. So this was another good shot here. This is where I left off tagging. So I don't know throughout the rest of these photos that you guys are going to see. I am not sure which ones are going to be, the selected few that I'll choose to edit, but we'll just pass through them, and you guys can get the idea. So again, in this shot, I was focusing on this windowsill. Honestly, pretty good focus there. This window was just getting lit up a little bit by the sunset. At this point, the sun was setting, if not already set. So, and obviously, I'm facing away from the sunset. So that's where the reflection is coming from in that window, and that's what I was trying to focus on here. So I'll crop this in. I actually really like this too. This little satellite, or this antenna here. I'll look for antennas on top of houses as well. Sometimes that can make the scene become more intriguing. I'll kind of look for those little features as well. So I stood there, oh my gosh, and this shot, this shot and one other shot are going to be the best of the day, if not the best of these shots could be the best of the whole winter season. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you guys. And I haven't even gone over editing or selected which photo I want to edit, but look at this. You cannot ask for much better than that, man. It's just, I was getting the cars rolling through there. One of these I'll select out. I'm definitely going to choose one with, either one of these with taillights of the car kind of showing through there. Again, I'm wanting to add motion to this photo, add some sort of motion with the car. I'll take one of those, or I'll take one of these with this little Malibu pulling through here with the headlights. But man, when I was looking, guys, when you come to a photo like this and you're looking through your viewfinder, and as soon as I looked through my viewfinder and as soon as I took like the first 3 pictures and checked it out on the camera, I knew immediately. I was like, this is beautiful. This is going to be one of my best of the season. I already knew it. Almost instantaneously. Even just walking up, I can recall just walking up to this scene, seeing this composition, and I knew even as I was just walking up to it. Cat, Luna, can you, Jesus, she's all up in my shit, man. Cats are great, but this cat is severely attached to me, which is, I love her, but hey, okay, you're getting really annoying. You gotta get down. Or you're just gonna stay there, whatever. God. Hey, cat, can you not? Jeez, she's bumping my microphone. Okay, 1 second, guys. Hey, get down. Come on. My God. I'm trying to do a video here for the people. She just wants to be the main source of attention, as always. Okay. Moving on. As I was saying, I'll try and keep this short, but I knew right away, just walking up to the scene, seeing the sky, the composition, the snow. Uh-oh. What did I do? Hang on. Okay, we're still recording. All right. So, yeah, sorry guys. Technical issues. My cat, she just, she's messing me up right now. But basically what I'm trying to say is I knew right away this was going to be a banger. And it was. It most definitely was. So one of these guys I'll edit up. And then we got Rosie's Cafe here. If you guys saw me, if you guys saw the field footage earlier, I was freaking out at this spot. I need to rotate. Yeah, there we go. I need to rotate these. That's obviously misangled. There's the good angle right there. right there. That's beautiful. Boom. I mean, and this is kind of a... Let me just roll through these quick. I want to make sure I got a good angle on these. Yep, I did. One of these guys. Yeah, one of these guys in here. This is, yeah, one of those. Good focus, good reflection. This is the other shot that I was talking about that could be one of the best of the season. One of these in focus and rightly angled shots. Yeah, this is kind of a famous cafe joint in town. This used to be red brick, which I liked a lot better because it matched this brick on the train company building here. Whatever, that's another story. But again, just the composition of this, the Rosie's Cafe sign, the sunset in the reflection of the windows, the overhanging tree here, contrasting the industrial smokestacks on the other in the background here. I mean, it just all comes together. This is, and again, guys, I mean, I don't think I've really explained this much or put this into words. But I think this photo, these previous two photos, kind of warrant this. When you're talking about contrasting elements, specifically in photography, I would say these past two photos that I've showed you are really good examples of kind of contrasting elements with, you know, the organic kind of nature of these trees and the snow. Well, not really the snow, but mostly the trees, mixed with kind of the industrial nature of the building here, the smokestack, and just like the houses. It just all kind of works, right? It's hard to put into words what I'm trying to say. But basically, you have elements throughout the world, and think about this in photographic terms, in terms of like imagery. But you have these elements that contrast each other, you know, like trees and smokestacks, or trees and buildings, you know, nature and human-made stuff, you know, just stuff like that. And there's, you know, I would say there's rare moments. I would say they're pretty rare. I would say there's honestly, yeah, these moments they're pretty rare. When you come across a setting or a scene, and for some reason it all kind of just works, right? Nothing was planned. Nothing was pre-planned. Nothing was, you know, nothing was expected. But you come to a scene, you're out doing photos wherever it may be, whether it be on a hiking trail or in the woods or in the city, or if you're doing a portrait shot with one of your friends or whatever, you know, taking a photo of a person, which I rarely do. Sometimes, on the rare occasions, you don't even really have to try, right? It kind of just happens. And when this does happen, it's a great feeling. I'll tell you that. That's kind of like what you chase, I'd almost say, with photography. Like you chase these types of shots. Right? I just rolled up on this scene and it was just, everything was just flowing and it was perfect. All I had to do was find my angle, find my position, tune my exposure, and take the shot, you know? And I just wanted to stand here for you know, another 20 minutes just taking it in, but I also had to pee at this point pretty badly, so we'll just keep rolling here. I spent too much time talking about that photo. So blue hour here, guys. Blue hour here, wrapping it up. We got just a couple more to go. Vertical shot, not even going to use that one. Landscape shot for the Rosies, for sure. That's going to be the one. Blue hour shot here, just of some houses. Again, utilizing, you know, these telephone lines, the utility lines. Yeah, This is honestly, yeah, you see the Amazon truck coming down. I'll honestly tag that one. I know why you're freaking out, because I need to feed you. It's your dinner time, Luna. Amazon truck coming down. Yeah, I tagged this one, right? Yeah, I might edit. This might be the one. Sometimes I'll just find the one right away. And then I took, again, another shot here just of that, the same house that we started with at the beginning. I honestly like both of these shots are really good. The one here at Blue Hour after sunset and the one in the beginning at Golden Hour. Both of them are really good. But this one at Golden Hour, I'll go back to it. At the beginning here, I mean, the way the light is hitting this window, you just can't. I mean, that's just you can't argue with that. So that's good. I'm definitely gonna edit that one. But I did wanna see what this would look like without the sun kind of blaring in there. So those are the photos, guys. Those are the photos. I got a lot to work with. I have a lot to work with. We'll just roll back through them real quick. All the rosies. Jesus Christ. Hey, get away. Yeah, so this was a good shoot, man. I had a lot of fun. With this one. As cold as it was, I was thankful to come away with this many bangers. So, and that one with the smoke, yeah, this one with the smoke coming out of the chimney, that one is just, you kind of just like, in photography, like, well, let's hop off the screen. Boom. Before I start this last little rant here. But yeah, what I was going to say, like, with photography, sometimes you just stumble upon, like, these little nuggets, these little golden nuggets, when you're out shooting, doing your thing. You know, the best shots, like I was just saying, are the ones that you're not even expecting, and everything kind of just flows together. I mean, and you don't really even have to think about it too much, right? The photos where I'm having to, not that it's good or bad, but the photos where I'm having to really put a lot of time and thought into, okay, I need to set up here, I need to be on this exposure, I need to set my f-stop to this, I need to make sure my autofocus is selected here, let's wait until this time of day so you know, I can get the sunlight in the right spot, and I want to be sure that I'm, you know, ready to go, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's great, whatever. And you have to do that. I would say in most circumstances, it's better to be prepared, better to plan it out, right? Better to know what you're getting yourself into. But the circumstances like the rosy shot there and the smokestacks, those photos are bar none like some of the most exciting, I would say, to actually take. Because, like I said, like you don't really have to do much. It's all kind of right there for you. I was looking through, when I'm looking through my viewfinder and taking that shot, I don't have to think too much about moving my exposure up or down, or changing my f-stop, or moving my position, changing my actual position where I am taking the shot. Because it doesn't really matter, because it's just like the natural setting is that good. It's that good. So, you know, just some food for thought, I guess. But yeah, overall, guys, that was a sweet shoot. It was cold as all hell, but yeah, came away with some awesome ones. And yeah, so just a heads up, I will say, now that you have reached the end of the video, congrats, respect. Your attention span is 99% better, or you have a longer attention span than 99% of people if you've made it this far in the video. But I will say, so we have lost. I'm filming this editing portion. I won't say when, but it's a little bit, you know, at least a week after this was filmed. It's been some time. I'll just say that. It's been some time now since this was filmed in January. So we've lost all of our snow in Wisconsin, and much of the Midwest has. This shoot here, this was the coldest it got in the state, and it hasn't been this cold since. And it's been some time. So with that, I'll say it's been a pretty disappointing winter for photo shoots. I love doing photo shoots in, a crazy amount of snow and just getting out in there. But we've lost it all. We got a really long bout of warming weather after this cold snap, and it's all gone. So, excuse me. I'm hoping. So I was planning to honestly get this video out and uploaded to YouTube sooner than when it is going to get posted now. But since all the snow just kind of melted, I kind of wanted to wait on this and kind of just to give you guys, some more winter snow content, I guess. And yeah, I haven't been able to film anything else or do any other shoots in the snow, which it is what it is. But I am hoping that before springtime sets in here, we get dumped on with some more. But that's neither here nor there. We're just going to keep working with what we got, whether it's, bare and no leaves and no snow and nothing and ugly out. I'll still get out there at least a couple times for the rest of the winter here. So, you guys can definitely expect that. So, but yeah, hope everybody is doing good. Hope everyone's doing great. Hope everyone's getting outside, enjoying some winter weather wherever you may be. And yeah, if you're taking photos, keep chugging along, keep doing your editing, all that good stuff. So yeah, don't got much else to say. That'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.